Hello, Bill Claudia here, starting an Iconic Masters draft online. These are intermediate, I guess, which means Swiss, 3 rounds. The good prize is to go 3-0, you get 6 packs, and these packs are worth like $7 each online, so I guess that's something. What on earth is this thing? I know black-red is sort of the dragon tribe. This is a demon dragon. And then your opponent sacrifices their whole board. Yeah, that's a deck I haven't seen or come across, but I haven't done that many drafts, and maybe it's a thing. More commonly, I think every round I end up against some blue-green wall deck, and even a teamer or straight red-green are both viable. Yeah, pretty weak pack overall. You could just go in on the battlement or something here, but I'm going to try this Malfagor. You could really just plague wind your opponent's board. Discard your hand? I mean, otherwise you just get a 6-mana 6/6 flyer, which could be worse. I don't know that this is a real deck. It probably just is not. Maybe, you know, control is definitely good in this format. The games can go really late, and you want cards like Iona's Judgment. White Weenie might be a thing with Path of Bravery, but we're not playing Path and Malfagor in the same deck unless things go really strangely. Dimir Aqueduct. That's half on color. We'd probably play it, even if we're not in blue at all. Grixis Control or something. If it's not Dimir Aqueduct here, I think the strongest card is just Iona's Judgment by a lot. But then it's sort of more likely we play the Aqueduct in the Malfagor deck than the Judgment in it, but I guess they could both kind of work out. I'm going to go with the Aqueduct here. It's really easy to undervalue the Aqueduct type stuff, the bounce lands. What next? Next we can take the Carnarium to make sure we can cast things like Malfagor, and it really does help, this fixing and card advantage you get from these bounce lands. Falconer is interesting, but of course that's not really with our first pick. The best card for us, probably Splatter Thug, although it's not very exciting. It's just a hard to block unleashed dude. It's bad against walls, not great against walls at least. I'll go with the Carnarium here. Alright. Darksteel Axe is still great. Possible White is good. Balustrade Spy is always good. Pristine Talisman gets a little bit of mana ramp, probably best in the white-black deck. There is a nice life gain white-black deck. A lot of support there. Thrill Kill Assassin just about as good as ever. There just aren't that many dragons. You're supposed to be in like a dragon deck with black, red, but you don't see a dragon every pack. I'm really torn here between the Axe, Balustrade Spy, which is more of a blue-black card, and Thrill Kill Assassin, which will always be good. I'll go with the Axe, especially if we get a couple flyers. It's hard to argue with the Axe. What is this? Necropotence. It's not. This is not a real card for this draft format, as far as I can tell. Unless you followed up with Malfagor, have a full hand, discard 7 cards, your opponent sacrifices 7 creatures. Alright, we did it. More likely, we'll just take this Thrill Kill Assassin. It's always been a good card. It can block, it can attack through walls. You don't always want it to block, but if you do, I don't know, you're in pretty good shape. Is there like a sacrifice theme? There might be, and Dragon Egg gets a bit better, but I'm going to start with the Thrill Kill Assassin here. Hero's Bane, one of the bombs of the format, I guess you could say. Keldon Halberdier. Festering Newt. Oh, I really want to make this Newt deck. Unfortunately, the Witch is uncommon. The Bog Brew Witch. And there's a a cauldron, probably just called Bog Brew Cauldron or something, that lets you sack a creature. I don't know, that might be good. Yeah, I'm just going to take the card advantage here. Phyrexian Rager. If it was more clear that we could do this thing, I mean, I'm more than willing to make a deck out of salamanders and newts and things, but for now we'll just go with what works. Windfall. Yeah, a mill card. It just draws a new hand of however many the largest hand size is. And that can kill your opponent if you've been milling them the whole time. Anyway, Bladewing's Thrall. I assume this is some good card for the dragon deck. Yeah, sure. When a dragon enters the battlefield, so even if something like Dragon Egg dies, it's any dragon entering. This comes back from the graveyard to the battlefield. 3/3 flyer. It doesn't look great, but look, we're on theme, and that's what matters. Another pretty late. What are these called? Karoo lands? Bounce lands, I guess we'll call it. Mind Crank. Bad mill card, because you're not supposed to be doing damage and milling. Those decks are always awkward. Anyway, Halberdier's probably fine. I'm going to take the Foul Tongue Invocation. It goes along with Malfegor, and I find it to be quite nice in the format. There's a lot of what? Important creatures, important pieces. Any defender you kill, any 1-drop, you know, probably saves your life. We need some more dragons to make this work, but we'll get there. This is almost a dragon, and as long as you control a dragon, this is a 4/4 flyer for 4. That's a pretty good rate. That or Child of Night. I'll take this. It's early enough in the format that I just want to see how far we can force this bad archetype. Tormenting Voice. I guess if we only have one dragon in our deck, we have to draw to it somehow, right? Another one. Not what I want. I could see the Scorpion as just a sideboard card against the wall deck, and another Thrillkill Assassin. I've just got the wall deck in my head as like the deck to beat, but I guess, you know, the white could be fine, but I'll go with another Thrillkill Assassin, and our Dragon Egg is back. And our Newt is back. That's a good sign, because if Dragons falls through, I'm going to be in the Salamander deck. I always focus on one of the little newts, lizards, or frogs in the set. This guy's pretty cool. Horizon Canopy, we did it. This is the only card worth anything in the whole set. And it's worth like 2 packs or something. So yeah, we did it. Cool. I'm definitely taking that here. And we're not even giving up much. We're not even giving up anything. There's no card in this pack I want in my deck. There's some good cards, like a Johnny's Pridemate is exactly what you want in the life gain deck. You can see how many cards that work with it. Pristine Talisman, Student of Ojutai, Survival Cache. I mean, it's well supported. Eternal Thirst might be good. If only you could flash this in, then Malfegor would get would get pretty big. Anyway, obviously the Canopy, and I guess we're happy that we don't have to pass anything too nutty. For our deck, Sanguine Bond. You'd need a really devoted deck for that to be good. Blinding Mage, though, goes into any white deck and is always good. Hunt the Weak, also very good. Doomblade, it's been a while. I love how this was printed as a common along the lines of like Terror and stuff. And now, in a more powerful set, it's an uncommon. It's great. Whereas like rares have been downshifted to common level. Anyway, we'll take the Doomblade. And if we cut enough black out of the world, we won't need to run into black creatures. Okay, it's a good pick here. And I hope our Newt wheels, because that might be nice. Oh, another Pridemate. Someone is going to be happy. Surreal Memoir. Blue-red is like a spells deck. supported with Kiln Fiend, kind of Mnemonic Wall, and that's probably better there. It can get back a Doomblade. Swift Spear, not really for our deck. Probably just take another Rager. It's easy to underestimate this guy. You're losing life and drawing a card, but you're playing a Grey Ogre, 3 mana, 2/2. It's a set where the life loss doesn't matter so much, so this card goes a lot. It goes up a lot. Wow, we're really doing it with our dragon-themed deck. Can spend 5 to bring out Malfagor. I don't know. Butcher's Glee is one I like. Butcher's Glee is probably just great in this format or any format. I want to take Dragon Egg. That will probably wheel. It is a dragon. You know, you don't realize that the Dragon Egg is a dragon. I guess that answers that question. Butcher's Glee, Dragon Egg. I'll take the Dragon Egg. Why not? Here we go. Assault Formation. This is now an uncommon. Watch out. The wall deck will destroy you. It will wreck you with this thing. But we'll let it wreck someone else. Distortion Strike's also one to keep your eye on. Is this upgraded from common? No, I don't recall actually. This was like a Rise of Eldrazi card, and I tend to think it was uncommon. You could always look it up easily, but no time for that. Take Pillar of Flame, Draconic Roar, and I swear I see a foil Darksteel Axe every draft, and it's nice to pick those up. I mean, not because it's foil, but it's nice to pick up Darksteel Axes. Anyway, I'm going to go with Draconic Roar here. Just sort of the better removal / card in this pack. Take another Thrilling Assassin. These have got to be good, right? They were uncommon back in Dragon's Maze or Return to Ravnica. One of those two. They've got to be good. Earth Elemental. Now, they printed all these amazing, cards and downshifted their rarity. What is Earth Elemental doing? You can barely cast this thing. Double red. It's a 4/5. What an embarrassing little creature. Take Balustrade Spy, Child of Night. We've got enough going on at the 2 mana slot. Child of Night is typically pretty good. I'm not sure if it's good for us. I guess we just take it. Hammerhand. Like, how aggressive are we supposed to be here? Somewhat aggressive, I guess. Sure. I mean, there's the option for us to be pretty aggressive. Wrench Mind is also potentially a good one in this deck, or any aggressive deck. How much removal do we have? Eternal Thirst, I guess that could be better. Whatever. That might be more of a card for like the black-white deck, as is Child of Night. But we have access to it, it might be good. Festering Newt. Late, Blinding Mage. This is kind of on the low end of cards I'd be happy to first pick, but I would be happy to first pick Blinding Mage if you have any affinity for white, and it's especially good in like a white-blue deck where your only creatures that can attack are big flyers. And we'll take, I don't know. Doesn't really matter at that point. Sandstone Oracle is neat. I want this Butcher's Glee though. Easy to undervalue this card. No one's doing the wall thing. Well, maybe. All our stuff already has Death Touch, so let's get Rakdos Drake. Swindler. Swindler's interesting. There are some cards that care about like whether you've gained, Hellish Norn, whether you've gained 4 life that turn, and you're like losing 3 life and gaining 6, but you have gained more than 4. Yeah, there it is, Angelic Accord. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained 4 more life, create a white angel token. So I guess Tavern Swindler is good in that deck because it's kind of expected, gaining you nothing. Oh, I really want this Elish Norn. We can't ever cast it, that's too bad. And Rift Bolt would actively be great in our deck. Gah, Elish Norn. How can you pass Elish Norn? You can't. Alright, we already got our Horizon Canopy. I don't think Elish Norn's worth anything. And if it is, it's not worth much. The Mythics aren't worth so much in this set, for whatever reason. But I want to win. And by gum, Rift Bolt is going to help us win. Pretty much just Lightning Bolt. Pillar of Flame, also pretty much Lightning Bolt. Where are all these dragons I heard so much about? I don't know, but... Alright, is there worth considering anything else? I mean, we're not really ramping. Pillar of Flames do go to the face. We've got a bunch of Phyrexian Ragers already. Some of those might wield Day of the Dragons. It's funny. It's like an O-ring for all your creatures. Except every creature it removes becomes a 5/5 red dragon. So I don't know. I guess that could be our dragon card. Here we go. Maybe. What is this? Bladewing the Risen. Return target dragon permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we have 3 of those. Malphagor and 2 eggs. But is there anything else worth playing over that? I mean, if we really just wanted to go in on assassins, we could try. But I'll take the fun dragon card here. And another fun dragon card, the Hellkite. This is actively pretty good. Do we have a way to cheat it into play? It's not really cheating it into play when you're paying 7. But like if we get it into our graveyard somehow and then bring it back that way, yeah. Let's take it. Shoot, what are we going to take if not for the giant dragon? Reeve Soul? It's boring. We've got enough good removal here. Where are the Bog Brew Witches? I'm not going to put these newts in my deck without a bunch of ways to power them up. Ulcerate's great though. Even if we don't have many ways of... Oh, here we go. Bubbling Cauldron. Sacrifice a couple newts. Curse is fine, I guess, if you're the green aggressive deck. And then Dragonlord's Servant. It's got to be the Servant. It ramps to our pretty amazing top end, and I guess it helps out with the eggs too, for what it's worth. Yeah, it's not going to be the Cauldron. You can sack a newt. You can sack the dragon eggs too. We have 2 newts. You know, I'll take the Cauldron. There's still a chance we can get the Bog Brew Witch. Alright, Furnace Whelp. It's not a Bog Brew Witch, but it is a dragon. Crucible of Fire. All your dragons become nightmares. Well, how many of those do we have? 6? Gosh, it might just be better to take another newt. Plenty of cards in our deck. Or another Servant. Drakes are not as exciting. Maybe those can get the cut. Take the Crucible, whatever, we're doing it. This is a big old dragon deck now. Rager and a Darksteel Axe. How many axes do we need? I don't know. Probably not so many. I'll take the Rager. Duress for the sideboard. Nah, man, this is not cool. We could have had 3 newts, a Cauldron, and a Witch, but we didn't get the Witch. Yeah, there's our 3rd newt. These servants pretty late. They could still be worth playing. I mean, they always give a creature -1/-1 when you sack them. The Cauldron also helps out the eggs. There's no other way we have of sacrificing the eggs. The Scorpion kind of does it. Yeah, the Scorpion kind of does it. I think I'm getting a bit like going in too many directions here. We could just play removal, creatures that can attack, maybe one Dragonlord Servant to help out our stuff. A lot of good removal. Invocation, I mean, this is our removal suite. 7 excellent pieces of removal. Crucible, I think that's still not so good. +3/+3 is a lot. But we still need some cuts here. 3 Ragers, 2 eggs. Darksteel Axe. Darksteel Axe makes Rager into a nice threat that you're not sad to trade off. Dragon Loft Idol. Furnace Whelp. Take out the Cauldron. I really want to play the Crucible. But once we have dragons in play, we don't need them to be that much bigger. What's better, Dragonlord Servant or land? If we look at our curve, we have a lot of cheap stuff, and it helps cast everything that costs more than 4. Tormenting Voice could discard the Hellkite and get it back later with Bladewing. That's kind of neat. That is one way to go about that. And we've got all of these Ragers to help draw into what we need. Trade out the Servant for the Tormenting Voice here. That's reasonable, right? Yeah. Want to have a nice, powerful, consistent deck. That's all you can do. All right, well, certainly a lot of power in this draft here, and balancing it is an interesting problem. But yeah, we also have 2 of these bounce lands, which lets you get away with a few less lands. So let's try that. It says 8/8 with mountains kind of not appearing for whatever reason. Oh, there they are. And then we have a little more early black, but not by much. So it's 9/9. But that's 41 cards. So what do we remove here? Let's remove a mountain, and that should do it. Okay, black-red dragons. Let's see if we can't destroy some life totals here. Oh, what joy. We're playing Numot the Nummy. Should go ghost him. Anyway, 6 cards. Yeah, I think this hand is good. Just the more aggressive side of things here. Oh no, it's the mirror match. Yeah, let's unleash. We're not going to block. If you have to play this like the last turn of the game, okay, not quite the mirror match. I did not know Marauder was in the set. Oh, you know what we do? You know what we do? We play Dragon Egg. You're not going to block anyway, so... Now try to attack. There's no Cobbled Wings in this set. Oh. Well... Well, shucks. It exiles it too, so we don't get a dragon. That's pretty dumb. Welp. Maybe we'll draw a land. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, so we can't really block this. That's going to get in for like 6 damage here. Or not. Oh, shoot. I figured... I don't know what I was thinking. That's my bad. That was bad. Okay. We do have a dragon in our hand. Maybe we play the idol. I was thinking they had to equip the axe to make it as big as it could be, but that was wrong. We'll get the idol out. Just get slaughtered by all this. The good news is the roar can kill the priest next turn. Hopefully we can also do Foul Tongue Invocation. Pretty epic misplay there. Yeah, here it comes. Are we gonna mess this up again? I hope not. Nice, we did it. So they outlast the priest, equip it, and now we can just kill all of their creatures. That sounds good. Tell you what. You sack a creature. Okay, I'll sacrifice my infantry veteran. We got off easy that time. Then ulcerate this guy. Good thing we saved that 3 life earlier by throwing away our 2/2. Do they want to trade here? Let's just kill that while we can. Play another assassin. They're not quite dead next turn, but yeah, I guess it didn't matter. We'll have to play a little tighter. I always play loose against Numot. Which is probably the opposite of what you should do against good players, but whatever. What were they playing? They were playing really tiny stuff, right? We're going to put in our Beleged Scorpion to kill their 1/1s. And I guess it blocks. Newts are also good for that. You want to put in all the newts? We're up a game, so how poorly can it go? We're going to put in all our newts in the Bubbling Cauldron. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Now we can take out the Scorpion, because the newts are better than the Scorpion. And that lets us sacrifice our dragon eggs. Go nuts with this. Darksteel Axe is good. The newts are just not good. I'll take 1 out. 1 more cut. I'll cut another newt. Whatever, we'll put in 1 newt. Alright, you happy? I hope you're happy. 1 newt and 1 Bubbling Cauldron for 2 of our best cards. The nice part about the Cauldron and the newt is it just drains them for 4. So you gain 4 life, you drain them for 4. It can really add up. You just need, like, it's a good synergy, but it's only good if you have both. So you need a critical mass of cards that work well together for it to have any effect. And that's why you need the Bog Brew Witch, because that brings it together. It makes the effects of the newt dying better, and it helps find newts and cauldrons. Alright, what have we got? Wow, an 8-card hand. definitely keeping it. It's even got our newt, or one of newt. It's going to be so good against them. Let's see what we pick off first with pillar. Return the favor here. Is that worth killing now? Oh, that's a sorcery. What am I doing? It's okay. We'll still get to make it happen here. It's nice that we can play a card there so we don't have to discard to hand size. Ooh, a bondkin. Okay. I think we go ahead and pillar that. And the reason being is we're going to want all our mana next turn. Alright, little guy, you can do it. Look at how sad this guy looks. Battle Rattle Shaman. Newt is such a good blocker for the Battle Rattle Shaman. Thank you. Make my Newt a little bigger for a turn. Always appreciated. I need my Newt back to block to end his tortured existence here. He's doing alright. He's seen better days, but he's doing alright. Blinding Mage is pretty good. Now, yeah, we got some good stuff going on here. What do we do? Well, first things first, we can attack with our Thrall. If they want to block, then we kind of blow them out. And then we can play the Rager. Land is good. Dragon Egg's fine. Let us what happens? Okay, it deals 3 damage to the controller if we reveal a dragon. Let's reveal Bogarden Hellkite, because that doesn't do much. The Blinding Mage is just so good. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Oh no. They countered it. They don't even lose the life. Okay, we take 4. Once our Newt... This is why the Newt's in the deck, to kill these infantry veterans. Oops. So they're going to tap, I guess, the Thrall. But we can attack in with 1 Rager, because we've got plenty more rage where that came from. We want to use the Carnarium. It's a little more constrictive on spending mana. We've got our Dragon Egg. See if they exile it again. I love these Ragers. Look at how good this is. You're just getting a nice blocker. It doesn't cost you a thing. Butcher's Glee. So do we just kill them here? They sacrifice 3 creatures and then we just attack for infinite damage. Infinity damage. Wow. Oh no, it just, yeah, it'll just kill 2 things. We could wait a turn and then kill 3 things. That's interesting. We'll see what happens. They tap that. Even the Newt's coming in. Look, I don't mess around. Even the Newt is going to come in here. Yes! Because everything that dies means something less we have to deal with. Malfagor. Sorry, hand. Sack 2 creatures. This is not going to go well for them. Because they won't... Yeah. Fair enough. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet first pick. Alright, see you in the next match. Oh boy, this is the kind of hand I love to keep. But we can do better. We can do better, okay? We've got bounce lands like this. Keep this though. And we find it. We find our red. So it pretty much wasn't a mulligan at all. There's like 2 extra cards. This is an 8-card hand. And that was a hand we'd probably have to discard to hand size more often than not. Doomed Traveler, huh? Kill that with Doomblade. That would be fitting. The creature that comes back is white, so Doomblade can kill. Could be Doomed Spirit too. Ooh. What is this deck? Never seen a deck like this. Can't really do much this turn, so I don't mind putting our tapped land into play. Next turn, Dragon Egg will be a nice blocker because it doesn't have to kill these. Oh. Yes. Path of Bravery. That's going to be really bad for us. How do we combat this? I think the best way is to put out Dragon Egg. Then we've got 4 mana next turn. We're just super dead. Do we take 4 here? I think we do. Because then we can attach the axe to our poor egg. They don't have any flyers yet. Hey, sounds good. Sounds good to me. Wow, this is the way to do it. I didn't know what deck Doomed Travelers really fit into, but the Path to Bravery deck, Path of Bravery, really makes sense. Make sure we get a block off here. And let's save our Doomblade. We'll take 2 damage here. And by save it, I mean not prevent the damage here, but kill the flyer. Because we actually can't kill that many of these flyers. They might save it somehow, but... or kill that thing, that's even better. Malfagor. Will he save us? Save us, Malfagor. Malfagor says, not on your life. Alright, let's equip the Rager here. Just hope to block everything. We're just going to block off with this Spirit. I guess we should have... oh no. Let's see here. We'll just try to trade off as much as possible. And then maybe Malfagor gets better. Discard your hand. I don't want to discard my hand. Seems like a bad deal. Let's just keep losing life and drawing cards. Are they going to counter this? Okay. Or they're out of stuff. They don't have stuff left. Kill that Spirit, so they're not going to trepanate us anymore. We did it. We went through 5 creatures worth of stuff. And we are just going to play about as much as possible, holding back like a land. They're just going to Swords to Plowshares that. That's fine. Better than Malfagor. So we get them to sacrifice the Falconer with Malfagor. by discarding our swamp. That's pretty good. You wish you saved your swords now. Pillar's good. Not that good. They're going to have wing shards or something here. But if they don't, they're taking 8, so 4 turns of that should finish them off. Trying to think if there's any reason to do things differently. Or to play a land or to hold the land. I'll just hold it. What can we even draw? I don't want to sit on 2 lands at the same time, but I'll sit on 1. Hopefully they just equip the blade. Sure. Maybe they mill us out. Each time you attack with the trepanation blade, so before you hit or anything, it mills your opponent until they hit a land. So if you count the number of lands in their hand, graveyard, and play, and it equals like 16 or something, it's just about ready to finish them off. We'll just kill that. I mean, the less creatures they have, the better. I will play a land. Now we have a good reason to play land. Kind of, because we do have an 8-drop in our deck, so now we're up to 8. Wow, we did it. Good job, Malfagor. You're just going to win all our games for us. What do they have? They have an enchantment. Red is typically the worst at dealing with enchantments. It just can't. I mean, I think the only red card I can think of that deals with an enchantment is Chaos Warp, and I'm not even 100% sure that works. It probably says target non-enchantment permanent, but nothing else works. Look it up. Anyway, what are we doing here? Dragonlord's Servant kind of makes sense. Balagad's Scorpion also makes sense, but the problem is once they have their thing in play, then it won't even matter. How about Duress? That gets rid of the blade, it gets rid of the enchantment. That seems good. The pillars are great. The assassins are good, but not great. Poor little newts. Are the newts good? Maybe. Maybe they are. What about the dragon eggs? Are they any good? You know what? The newts are good, okay? We're going to put 1 newt in and take out... God, Butcher's Glee is also good. Take out Duress? No, we're going to take out a land. No, that's not... that can't be right. Ah, it's coming down to it. What to cut? Let's play the 41 card special. Yeah, that's fine. I was almost tempted to cut a land, and since we're on the draw here, I don't know, putting an extra card in is kind of like a really bad way of playing an extra land, or cutting a land. Yeah, the sand looks fine. But we'll draw our best cards with lower frequency, that's true. We will. Like, what does this hand do? Nothing. It's a lot more reasonable to cut your... Let's do this before they can react. It's a lot more reasonable to cut your... Sorry, not to cut, but to add more cards if you're playing against some kind of mill deck. Still not great, but definitely more reasonable. Alright, we did play a card here, so we can take a turn off. And still not have to discard. Come on, removal has to go the distance. Trepanation Blade. Come on, removal. Alright, so now we do have to play land here that doesn't return a land to our hand. Not that we even care about discarding a swamp at this point. Good lord. The first creature they play is going to be a monster. We'll just play another swamp here, so leave up black, red. Rift Bolt. This is a lot of removal. Feels good, except the first creature they play is going to be so big that Ulcerate doesn't even work against it. I guess not. Yeah, equip your little axe to it. Or the blade. What do we even do here? I think the best is to just play Draconic Roar on it. It's the most mana efficient, and Ulcerate can help trade for a creature. I guess Draconic Roar does something similar, but Ulcerate makes it so your creature might not die. Like, imagine a 4/4 attacking into our Rager. Ulcerate's better than the Roar. I just have all planes over there. Why don't we use Ulcerate here? Thank goodness for for Tormenting Voice. I'm thinking of using like the mana off of Dimir Aqueduct, but that's kind of a little too nuts. Yeah, thank goodness also for Tormenting Voice, because we do not need this swamp, and we do need good cards. Draw 2 more removal spells. Yeah, Blade Wing. Where's our dragon? We don't even have one. Dragon Permanent. They phrased this so when they have like a... I don't even know. What Dragon Permanent is there that isn't also a creature? Who knows? Count real quick here. Get this in. Get the idol. And the reason I'm saving Foul Tongue Invocation is because when they play Sarah Avatar or some kind of nonsense card that I didn't even know was in the format, our removal might just not be sufficient. Like, yeah, Fog Bank. Well, I guess Rift Bolt kills Fog Bank. Which we might as well do. We could also just play Blade Wing. Let's see, that's 7. And we won't have enough left over for Rift Bolt. It's just more damage to do Rift Bolt this turn. I think that works. Didn't read this. It's combat damage. Right. Phew. Okay. Get in for 5 here. Nope, they're done. They're like, how many removal spells do we have? 8? The answer is yes. Oh no, the final boss, Alpha Frog. Alright. Well, we made it this far. Malphagor. We'll see if that dragon legend can carry us home. Alright, the first obstacle. Is this hand keepable? It's tempting. Oh, it's tempting for so many reasons. We're on the draw. Things go really wrong and if we just don't draw red. And they're not even that good if we do draw it. We don't have our bounce lands. Tormenting Voice is just going to discard Hellkite. I'm going to mulligan it. I guess this is better. Thrill Kill Assassin. That just depends on what they have in their deck, but I'm not that excited about it. We also have 3 copies in our main deck. If we're on the play, it's a little better. Butcher's Glee. Yeah, this is like the least exciting hand, but certainly playable. Alright. Oh, we even get another one. Well, better 1 than 2 in a row. Teamer Walls. Is that what this is going to be? Again, it's pretty early in the format. I have not played against every possible archetype, but the Death Touch is good against walls, if that's what it is. Or it could just be blue-red spells with a bounce land. Ulcerate. We'll play out this first. And then not much else to do. Or 3 removal spells and a trick. Butcher's Glee is kind of a card we could think about cutting, but it's so powerful if you've ever played with this card. The lifelink is nonsense. It just kills everything. Like, I really hate this Thrill Kill Assassin. Why don't we save it? Because we can, because Butcher's Glee regenerates it. Why not? Okay. Figured Glee's not doing much more. I mean, Butcher's Glee trading with a Fireball, that's pretty good. Even Thrill Kill Assassin trading with a Fireball is pretty good. But that, I don't know what that means. That could mean they're a ramp deck in like blue-green, splashing a win condition Fireball. More than likely, they're a blue-red deck. Some kind of weird spells deck. Time will tell. Or they could conceal that information by conceding here. I wouldn't mind, because our prospects are not so amazing here. Tormenting Voice helps us out. Like, Furnace Whelp does nothing until we get many more mountains. And we could draw into our... I forget his name. My poor dragon servants, I don't even know their names. We could draw into the dragon that brings back a dragon from the graveyard. Not Rorix. Something like that, though. Jungle Barrier. Alright, so Teamer Walls, just as I predicted. And that's why they wanted to kill Thrill Kill Assassin. There he is. No, that's Malphagor. I knew about him. Yeah, I knew about him. Let's just make them sack a creature. Right? Because it's never going to get better than it is now. They'll just sacrifice their worst creature, even if Jungle Barrier is their worst creature. So we get in 2 damage, gain 4 life, and kill a creature. And the wall deck is typically a critical mass deck. What is going on? Are they splashing green? Wish I understood, but I don't. But I understand this. Ulcerate kills Riverwheel Aerialist. They have to block. They can't just go to 8 here, right? Yeah, this is great though. Never play around Ulcerate. That was awesome. Okay, let us torment away the Whelp. And then Malphagor will come out eventually. Suspend Rift Bolt. That's reasonable, because they either play a creature that it can kill or it does 3 damage to them. Fireball's coming back. Oh dear. Okay, we can do everything here. We can do it all here. Whatever creature they block with, that's the one we'll Draconic Roar. Right, because that'll finish that off. It does 3 more to them. They're at 5. Then we suspend Rift Bolt, play Thrill Kill Assassin, Unleashed. And if that doesn't kill them, what can they do? They can kill one of our creatures. Oh, they have Fireball for infinite. So they just kill like all of our creatures. Let's see, how much is that actually? 8. So 7. So they can kill 2. They can kill 2 Thrill Kill Assassins exactly. But then they're dead to our Rift Bolt. Just hand-waving the math over here. They're like, nope, that doesn't do it. We've got stuff in exile. They're working hard for it. Yeah, this game just worked out pretty perfectly. Okay. 6 there. And they did it without tapping the battlements, so that's pretty good. So what are we going to do? Let's hit them. And then play a giant monster. Okay, that should be good. Could wait a turn to see if we can make them sack the battlement, but this puts a lot of pressure on. We could also have hit the battlements and got in for 2, but they just don't block. Oh, Gruul Turf. Yeah, I miscounted. I thought this was a 1 mana. Fireball is weird. This is one of the oldest effects like this ever printed. And the weird thing is it has to distribute the damage evenly. Otherwise, it'd be a lot more intuitive. You know, I want to do 2 there, but I have to pay 1 extra, 3 there. Oh, geez, Genesis Wave? That gets permanence. As long as they don't get one that can kill the Malfagor. No, it won't be enough. Because they can get Netcaster. But then we can trample over for plenty. And here we go. As long as we assign our damage in the right way, and they don't have a giant growth effect. Nice. Wait, it doesn't have trample. Oh, Malfagor, you ruined me. Felt like it had trample, but I guess it just doesn't. Oh no, so they can kill Malfagor now and then some? I thought we won easily, but I guess we lose now. Oh, there we go. This gets our Whelp back, and that should be too many flyers for them to deal with. Not to mention it can pump. We have 2 pumps next turn. Yeah, that should be plenty. If they don't kill us this turn, which is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 3 pumps in addition to making this attack with the assault formation. So that's a lot. 18. If we chump one thing, is that enough? No, I think we just have to chump 2 things here. And that should be enough. And they know what they're doing. Let's see, what if we... 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 8. Yeah, we just have to chump 2 things. So why don't we chump with our smallest things? Nice, we got there. These dragons. Blade Wing, not Rorix. That's the one. I don't know what's going on here, but it won't go to sideboarding. So I guess I'll restart the program and hope we come back in time for maybe a change or 2. Okay, good thing we got back for sideboarding because Duress is probably good in this matchup. They have a card that pretty much wins them the game, but they want to hold it in their hand for a long time. We managed to beat it that time, but I'll put in Duress here over... The assassins are good against defenders. The dragon eggs, probably not so good. We still haven't done our combo with Bubbling Cauldron. Scorpion. Scorpion might be worth it. Kill some of their smaller things. Just put in both scorpions. Take out the egg. Yeah, put in 1. Some of our removal's not so great, but still, it can always go to the face or help a small creature get in. Alright, either it's messing up again or our opponent has used up all of their sideboarding time. Alright, looks like everyone's having the same problem. Please keep the chat civil. Hopefully you don't see anything too triggering here. Ah, we're up a game too. Wonderful. Get the match. Anyway, I think that was enough of a good tournament to give you the idea. Malfagor for the win. Malfagor for wrecking the the system. But yeah, what terrible timing for that. Oh geez, don't look at this, chat. But yeah, so thanks for watching and good luck in your drafts. Alright, it's back apparently. We got to mulligan this, but goodness gracious. Right, so game 2. Keep this and just made it back in time. You have 10 minutes. I think we can I think we can bottom this. We've got 4 lands in our hand, effectively. I always get nervous that it's on my end that the mess up, but I think it was something online. Maybe they're not back. Nope, there they are. And this is a big old 5/5 for 1 mana. Comes down a bit later. Wall, gotta calibrate myself. What are they doing over there? We can't kill that, but we can set up some of these tapped lands. Ooh, a Ceratok. Just super aggressive. Okay. Is it worth Rift Bolting that now? Yeah, I think so. Oh, shoot. Okay. Guess we're stuck with that. Ah, shoot, just misclicking. Not used to these cards. Broker, maybe we'd prefer to kill the broker. Take an extra 4 here. Now what do we kill? I think we still kill the Ceratok, just going to do the most damage to us. Try not to make too many more blunders here. Need the Doomblade to deal with the Baloth. The Thrall should be good enough to get in for most of these things. They're gonna improve their own hand quality here. Double looter. It's 2 merfolk looters just in one. Double the effect. More Baloths. Baloth deck. That's gonna come in with haste. Yeah, what to do here? Can't really do it all. But I'm gonna start with the Rager. Maybe we draw land. If not, ooh, ulcerate might be good. Let's just ulcerate the broker so they can't improve their hand too much more. And then hold back to double block this Baloth. So we double block the little one, let the big one through, go to 7, Doomblade it, and then win from there somehow. Yeah, pretty much just took 4 more damage than we should have because I misclicked the Rift Bolt. But when you come back and you only have 1 minute to make an action, it kind of flusters you a bit. I'm sure I could have, you know, filed for compensation or something, because I just left. I just went and did something else for a while and came back with the program open. And Frog tells me it's back. But we are up a game, so that's a plus. All right, we have a beast in play. Man, that thing's a real smasher. Come on, Frog, let's do it. Oh, that's interesting. Assault formation. Just coming in with these guys, and they can pump once. And they just don't want to trade with the Baloth, so that's annoying, but fine, I guess. We'll just take the 5 anyway. Keep our creatures. Because they could, yeah, just pump it to win combat. They're going to pump it anyway. Which makes the wall smaller. Which is also good. Thrill Kill. We have a lot of these. They're all great. 6 mana, so almost to Bogard and Hellkite, and that's with 4 lands. You can see how good these bounce lands are. Alright, not unleashing this. No, their things don't get trample or anything, so we're not in such bad shape. But I'm just going to go ahead and Doomblade this immediately. Play our stuff out. It's not going to get much better than killing a 5/5 that they can pump. Oh, they've got another Baloth to suspend. That's kind of funny. They almost have enough mana to just cast it. So it's, yeah, just a bit funny to see them not do that. Ragers are always good, especially if we're hitting our land drops here. And we can cast, not cast, but we can equip our Thrall here. They can pump once. Oops. So I think, my goodness, can't click right now. I think we attack here. Well, they can't really pump, and they still can't really attack with the Baloth into our assassin. And if they don't leave up 3 mana, they can't even pump enough to kill the Ragers with the roots. What happens when we play the Hellkite? 5 damage? Probably kills 1 creature. Fireball us? Well, that's not very nice. Do they have another fire? What's going on here? Oh, I wish I knew what was going on. I wish I had any idea. I wish I had the slightest idea what was going on. But I don't. Tell you what, we're gonna get in there. So we want to kill the wall for sure. I don't think they're gonna remove enough time counters. They can kill us maybe. They just have their own rift bolt or something. Maybe leave back the thrill kill. Get them pretty low here. And that's if they have like frost links or something. We just play around a little more by leaving back one creature. I just hope they don't have it off the top, because it's funny for them to fireball us directly. Yeah. Well, do they have it? They're tapping for another fireball. Yeah. Alright, fireballs going nuts there. We played one too many Phyrexian Ragers, or two too many Phyrexian Ragers. Took too much damage off the Ceratok. Sent me a message, huh? Oh, we're stuck again. Jeez. Well, I'm not even sure if our deck, if the configuration is different, because I didn't see any sideboarded cards here, or any of the ones that we took out. So, yeah. Try restarting. Alright, I guess we're back without any sideboarding. Cool. But this hand looks good. Maybe our opponent's back, maybe they're not. But either way. Okay. Game 3 here. Sideboarded or not. That's what we're doing. So we got Doomblade up. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm not... kind of distracted, but we'll get through this. Yeah, we'll probably just Doomblade that. And then play a Rager. Yeah, I guess they'll just mass reimburse. But, you know, it's still worth playing it out, because one of us will get the prize. And then hopefully also get reimbursed, because this is just a real pain to deal with. First world problems. Ooh, Duress. Why don't we wait a turn? I feel like it's better to let them draw a card and also just play a creature. Bailoff, yeah, we weren't going to kill that anyway. Let's see what we can get. Do not tell me they have no cards in hand. Ridiculous. Absurdity. Yeah. Just a bunch of lands and a cephalid broker so they can discard all these extra lands. Mountain broker. Kill that as soon as we can. And we just have to get as aggressive as possible here. Unleashed. Not that aggressive. But yeah, we have flying with our Thrall here, so get in for 6. I think we could beat just the Aerialist, if that's all they had this game. Here it is. Take that. We can't really attack past that Aerialist. Except with our Thrill Kill Assassin. The Duress missing is such nonsense against their deck. They could probably attack with the Bailoff again. In that case, it might be worth... What did they play here? They played Island, so we only know about one card left. Would have been nice to draw a mountain there. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, they're pretty low life here. Oh, we should have kept that land. See, I'm just not... my heart's not in it anymore. Because when we draw our cantrip sort of tormenting voice, we want something to discard to it. Now they draw their giant fireball. Okay. 3 and 3. That was clever. Yeah, what a game. So we could have won game 2 if my head was in it, because we lost at -1 life and took an extra 4 that we didn't have to. Maybe we'll win on time, but not when we're being hit for 5 a turn. Yeah, shoot. Oh no. Not only do we discard our best card, but we could have discarded a swamp. We draw 2 lands anyway. Maybe this is enough? You know what I forgot? I forgot the Hellkite hits players. But it certainly does. Just kill their giant thing. Maybe they have nothing left? And we can actually pull this off, despite all the misplays. Come on, do it. They're at 1. They're gonna fireball us. Don't fireball us, please. We know they have another one in the deck. What an awkward match. Oh no. GG's. I hope that doesn't mean they win. One of us wins, certainly. Phew. Well, good. Now if they can give this trample, we're in a bad way. Dark Steel Axe. Alright. I guess good games? Trick is, when you're watching someone play poorly, you get to not do what they did. But no, I don't know. That was just it was a pretty neat tournament. Obviously our deck was powerful if it can win while making the misplays. But yeah, I just got flustered by the whole thing. Anyway, still won. Red Black Dragons.